guys, well, that's a whole lot of episodes, and guys, if you want me to continue doing those episodes, if it's the first time watching, you have to smash that like button. Enough said, guys. So episode 308, guys, I'm gonna keep on making music in real time, uncut, unedited, so you can really see and feel how it is, so you can relate. You know, a lot of producers produce music on their own, with rarely people with them, you know, so we kind of enjoy this process alone, and I want to share it so people see the struggle, maybe a little bit of the technique, of course the composition, some engineering. And today I'm continuing on this episode 307, where I made this melodic techno kick and bass thing and like rumble, and now I'm gonna build a track with what I've made. Like basically there's a few layers of kicks, some toms, like a rolling bass line, and I'm gonna do some synthesis. I'm gonna start from scratch, doing a lead sound, maybe doing some pads and doing some things so you can really understand the process. I'm gonna take the lead super basic sound and I'm gonna bring it to a level that is interesting. And that's it, guys. We're gonna make some music today. And of course, guys, this episode is presented by WeMakeThatMusic.com, the largest music production marketplace on the internet, where you can find thousands of templates, some vocals, some stems that you can put into your own track or get inspired to do track as. You have to check it out. There's over 14,000 items. WeMakeThatMusic.com. Let's get started, guys. It's good to be back. Took a week off. Needed to rest a little bit. If you didn't know, I have 2 kids, so it's also they're a little bit demanding. Those 2 little boys. Okay, so let's hear this. The kicks are quite intense. This string thing I don't think I'll use. So the kicks, like a low kind of higher pitch kick, nice deep sub kick, a third very low kick, which I will use only in part of the track. Then I have a little bit of some drums here, sequence, nothing too much, more like vibey kind of thing, a sub bass, nice, and then you have the rolling bass, which I think it's a bit too loud. I think it's just a matter of filtering it a little bit. So this bass, I actually did a lot of work on it to get it to what it is. I was having a jam, and I'm actually planning to do these guys, to do like some synthesis, a sound design session, where I'm actually doing sound design in real time. And you know, if you like what's happening in there, you want to sample it, you can sample it, so I will share the sessions and stuff. So it's an idea that I'm cultivating right now. So I have those strings, which I don't think I will use. I just don't feel them. I want to make something from scratch, something new. And there's no other percussions for now. Oh no, oh wait, there's those toms here. Sorry. So what I'm gonna do, guys, this is some serious stuff. I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna put it into initialize. So now we have the synth. So this is like the basic one saw kind of sound thing. I'm gonna remove the comp, because the comp was a bit too intense. I'm gonna check if I can find a saw that's a bit more interesting. Look into the saws here. Could be cool. I mean, you cannot really hear so much difference, let's be honest. So here we have our ADSR. I'm interested in only having some little kind of plucky thing, so you can easily make the length of it, or you can even put it so they're not directly hitting. So we have a little bit of a delay here. I think this key here is a good start. So what I want to do is compose a bit of a melody that I'm going to be able to work the sound after. So when you have a melody, it's good, because if I'm just trying like this, it's not gonna be substantial. It's not gonna be fun for you guys. So I want to start at C. That should be enough. Did I record something? I can't see. Basic, you might say. Wait a minute. This is the joy of, I think, synthesis. Synthesis, you can do so much. So I'm gonna go into the MIDI, quantize it. I was listening to Nora and Bureau's show yesterday when I was running, and I mean the tracks were good, but some of the stuff was so basic, like the melodies were so basic. I was like, really, wow, this is what is dance music now? I was a little bit, let's say, disappointed. Okay, so I kind of like this little, we could also play with this later. I like it really short like this. I'm gonna put some effects, gonna change, and no worries about this. I'm gonna put another oscillator in there. You can hear already. You can change the volume, of course. You can put it low, much higher. Person like them to be always tuned, not to bring them off tune too much. I think it was good at 0. Close this volume. It's nice, it's crispy. Nothing too crazy. We're just getting started, guys. All those buttons can all be put together to create the sound. We can go into browse, not into browse, sorry, into there to maybe put auto assign, which will probably be a filter. I would say I would like a filter. Auto assign to nothing. Okay, well, so the cutoff is here. I would like to. No, I cannot really do what I wanted to do. I'm gonna go into my effects stack here, right here. I'm gonna add one. I think the first one I would do is probably a little bit of a flanger kind of thing, or modulator. Are there any presets in there? Oh, there is. Super wide. Not so much. This is quite melodic techno-y, in my opinion. Let's change the rate. I like it better. Feedback almost to the max. I like that this is like bringing really an element, like this is a bit twisted. I like this. Let's put a bit of a delay on there. Let's check out the presets we have here. Let's do a slap back. Not quite. I think we can put the comp back in. Not so keen on this delay here. I think I'm just gonna dump it. I like it better like this. Really, really, really cool. add another oscillator for fun, to add maybe a little bit more of a kind of a metal feel.
Quite similar, to be honest. Maybe I'll go more into a saw. I'll go back into my modulation here. So if you want to do some really funky things, you can always automate these, like this. I'm gonna bring back the delay. I think I'm gonna... This is the basic. I'm doing a lot better with it. Let's bring the EQ. Cutting the lows here. And I want to do a test because I'm a bit high and I usually make my lead a bit lower. Strangely enough, I lowered it like a whole octave and it didn't change anything. It's too high. Trippy enough. It's more like a background kind of thing. I think now I'll lead like some kind of a kind of a top lead. I'm gonna take the same sound to start, but I'm gonna go into alchemy and it will change the idea of what we're doing. I want something a lot richer, so I'm just gonna do saw, one saw, another saw at -12. I'm gonna open this here. Definitely a little bit more richness here. We're gonna go into a little bit of modulation here. Turn this on. I'm gonna do an LFO 2. Plays here. Fast rate. So now I'm sending my 2 oscillator to this shape here, which is very square. You can hear it. I'm gonna play with the rate so you can really get a feel of what I am doing. I think I like it at 1/8. It was cool. You can also put a delay on it so it will not hit right away. We'll change the phase of it so it's not directly we have only one LFO on, so dot effect, I have to be honest, it's a bit bland, but you can always put some. I think for this I'm gonna put the reverb on it, convulsion reverb. See what we have. Nice cave. Oh, nice cave, and everything went down. Whoa. This seemed to be a bit of a problem. Whoa. Okay, that seems to be this reverb doesn't want to to work very much with what I'm doing now. Okay, let's see again. Up. I don't like this reverb at all. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create myself another reverb here in my send. It's gonna be easier. AD reverb here. Where are my reverbs? Okay, now I'm gonna drop that. Filter. I'm gonna make something a bit more saw. Here I'm going to use more of a pulse. Something to play with, at least a little bit. It's good to jam, and it's a bit tough for me today. Taking a week off. Taking a week off is not always the best because I lose the flow, you know. Most of the time I have quite a lot of flow in those sessions. Now it's a bit more difficult, you know, that's life. you start making the sounds from scratch, it's definitely becoming a little bit more difficult. Now I boosted the sound quite a lot, had a lot of saturation into the filter, so this is why it's chunkier. Takes a lot more room in the mix. Does work together, no? Yeah, I think so. I think now, guys, it's time to drop some percussions in there. Not sure what those percussions are like because I didn't really check them out just yet, but first gonna start with some hi-hat, of course. Let's check where is the root key of these. Ah, right there. Oof, that is a little bit thin. I'm gonna do something with that. I think I have some open hats there. Let's see what they are like. Ah, a little better. I'm also gonna use the closed one here, where the opens are open, the closed are also there to roll. I like to add a little bit of delay. I'm gonna drop these. So we have to stay in the techno realm, so keep the melodic bass. Go in there, drop it a little bit. I'm thinking what could add to this. First of all, I think we need some snares, guys, really. The snare function, to me at least, really is to define the kind of change to mark the point, to mark the beat, and without it, it could work depending on the track, but to me, you cannot have a good track without having a good snare. So let's see if it will even work. I think I'll have to tune it because I'm quite low. Something like that. Gonna go into our newly created sound here, which is really like empty. I'm gonna EQ the verb here, make sure it's not accumulating a lot of mid-lows and low frequency. I was thinking it could be cool. Let's look at the key change here of C and E. It could be cool to change the bass key here and those. So I'm gonna do is I'm gonna join them, select. No, it doesn't want to select them. I don't want to join all of them, so I'm gonna do this here, J. So I joined them. So I'm gonna go into the bass MIDI here. I'm on C, I'm gonna bring it to D so it will work with the pad that we just created. There's a little key here where I'm going to D, so I'm also gonna do that in the bass. I think it's a good idea. Usually in melodic techno, not so much key changes. It depends actually. Shouldn't say this. So since we did that here, and we also have a low bass line here, which is in key 2, I'm gonna have to do the same if I want everything to follow. I'm gonna do the MIDI again here, bring it up here, and do the little bit here too. I think it's important to also do the details. Oops. Do there, and do a D. I mean, this does definitely change the feel of a track. Let's see if it worked with our melody. I think it should, because we're pretty much in the same keys here. Kicks a bit loud. So now, I think what we need in there, some kind of a effects texture of some type, you know? That I will not do from scratch because, as you've seen, it's a bit time consuming and I want to make something worthy of you guys, to make a template with it and to keep on going. Of course, did I told you to make templates for Logic Pro, Ableton, FS? No, son of guys, I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna go to browse. I'm gonna go into sound effect or soundscapes. I would do soundscapes. And what I like to do with this is take, let's say, the keys and run it through it, because I don't necessarily so what I'm doing now is I'm adding dimension. I want to add something that will really make the track more interesting. I'm at C3, should be good. Don't really have to go any lower or higher, just have to find the right sound. Browse a little bit. Blowhole from Mars. Ooh. So what is cool? So it's coming in just like this. So what I like to do when I'm getting busy, it's getting busy in the mix. I can definitely hear that it's busier. I like to EQ thing, a little change thing, filter things around. Those were completely open, so I could do this, put a bit of res, put a bit of drive. To really try to capture the frequency. So the keys I was changing earlier, I think they are here, so I don't want to change those, I want them to continue here. I really like now the kind of the dimension, you know, it's really traveling, really has something. I think I would like a clap here. I'm gonna go to the root key. So one thing I like in my track at least is to put a clap on the first bar with a bit of a delay. I'm not sure what delay there is in this kit here. We'll see soon enough. Did I think I just seen that my mastering chain is still on to the output. Oh guys, sorry about that. It's probably quite loud, so it's good. But I'm gonna leave it on because if I turn it off now, it's gonna be a little bit strange. So I have the clap here. Send it to the delay that I have here. Oh, perfect. It's like this effect of, I'm gonna do it just once every 2 bars. Once every 4 bars, sorry. So what I think would be cool with this would have to something that runs after, like a reverse kind of sound. So I'm gonna take what I've done here and I'm gonna bring it a little bit further, just about here, and then I'm gonna go browse to try to find a reverse clap. Oh, I get one here. I think this one was good. With, of course, the delay. This, I would suggest using that less frequently, so I will cut it to some time, just to, you know, create some effect here and there, make the track less static, you know. And I have a crash here that would be perfect to finish this sequence here. Check this out. crash, I like to personally send it to my big reverb. I'm gonna create like a kind of a swoop effect, like a so that's kind of cool. And I like the sequence. I will preserve the sequence. We'll make it happen here and there. I think we're on to some really spacey, groovy melodic techno. I think what I can hear now, I mean, yeah, I tend to, let's just say I hear things in my head, yeah, I guess you guys do. So, I think what would be really cool in there is to do a retro synth, to make a little bit of noise hits, like a you know, something really basic. So this is pure noise here. I'm gonna use just this. Drop the reverb a little bit. I just don't know what sequence I want to put in, so I'm just gonna record. I'm gonna try to see if the fastest or the slowest. I'm gonna go and quantize it for fun. Yeah, I think better the first one. Oops, I'm gonna keep the length here. Oops, what just happened there? Just gonna keep the length of it here. I think you guys understand my idea. I will use this not when those parts are here, it's already busy. So for the second part, always keep the listener interested, busy. I'm gonna take my comp here and I will sidechain the reverb. So what's happening is now the reverb is also sidechained. That means it gets subdued when the kick hits, so it's more bringing a bit more vibe. I think we'll drop this for a bit. I think the crash is a bit high. I think it's pretty cool, guys. I think this crash, again, maybe only once. Tune it, Control A, name region by tracks, color region by tracks, bring a little bit more to the projects. You know, most of the things I've built from scratch, I think this is very cool. Could add kind of a narb in the back of that, but I don't think so. But I think this is enough to build a track. So I'm gonna replicate this. I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna see what would be the element I would bring into, let's say, an intro. And I think I would do my intro with just a kick. Remove this. I think this is cool to start with. See, we're building something like serious here. Cut it, and then boom. Alright guys, I cannot wait to mix this track in the speaker for you guys. Get started, do the arrangement, make some templates for you guys. You can find on our site livingdancemusic.com. It was another great session, guys. Let's struggle a little bit, which is awesome, because when you struggle, you push. When you push, something come out that is a little bit different than if it's easy. And until next time, may the sounds be with you guys.